Now that they just busted up my campfire party, I'm gonna have to get my campfire going again. Hopefully my camp reloads. It won't. That's stupid. I got to build my camp party back up. Stupid. I did it again. Waited for at least waited for me to finish playing that time. Well, gotta go fix my campsite again. Might as well make it nighttime too. While I'm at it, I'm about to kill these things. I don't screw it up again. Die. Come on. Man, that's like the queen or something. That thing ain't going. My God, how many more? Is it glitched? I think it's got to be just glitched out. Let's see what happens if I rest, if it goes away. Probably just tear my freaking camp apart while I'm in here. We want a nighttime jam session. Yes, go ahead. Change the day to nighttime. Not fun to play guitar during the day. Alright. Alright. So set the scene again. Well, I guess this game just doesn't want it to go down that way, does it? I hate that they make it to where you can't just like put defenses up to prevent this shit from happening. Like nobody should have to worry about their camp getting crashed. I guess they put secluded safe camps, but come on now. You should at least make it to where you can secure camps and make them just so dumb. If you want to hear a good jam session, go back and start the stream at the beginning. I got to go for about 5 minutes before anything crashed the guitar music at the beginning. Let me know if you can, how good it sounds. I'm not sure how good it came over. Come on now. I need a mite berry or whatever it is. Nut, mite seed. Man, of course this guy had to come crash the party. Freaking killing me, Smalls. I just wanted to play guitar with my cat. Have a few friends come over, but no. I gotta cut your tongue off before I can get back to playing music again. Don't you hate it when you're just trying to chill in the desert, play your guitar, some big old monster comes up swinging its tongue around in your face? Stupid thing. I think it'll just probably run off and I don't have to go after it. That's what I'm hoping. Just chase it off. And don't come back. Tell all your friends. It's cost me like 700 points for that nonsense. Yes, quick repair. Oh, so I really got to go in and come back out? And I'll respawn. That didn't even work. Really? And nobody even came along and busted up our party this time. I like it. No, nobody's wanted to stay and chat. How does the music sound? I can't listen to it while I'm playing. Somebody needs to type in the chat and let me know how the music sounds coming over the PlayStation camera speaker. Can anybody even hear me? If you can hear me, type in the chat that you can hear me. Oh, look at that. I finished playing and now somebody came to trash my can. Is the audio coming through? Is anybody able to actually hear me? All of this is nothing for nothing, and I look like an idiot if nobody can hear me. So, please, somebody. What's up, Ben? Thanks for stopping. This is Monster Hunter at the end game. This is what you do. You hang out with your cat around the campfire and play guitar. Oh, nice. Thank you. Thanks for the sound check. Couldn't tell. You can't play along because then it all just sounds like nonsense reverberating. Right? Definitely. Got the sand people vibe going on here with the background too. Yeah, that's why I was surprised. I'm like, man, I'm pretty sure I looked and it had a dash next to that trophy list. I was like 100% sure of it. I think that's what surprised me the most is that I didn't see Elden Ring trophies there. To be completely honest, I don't know. There was an RPG that you had a platinum on, and I was like freaking shocked. I was like, man, it had to have been hundreds of hours. Yeah, that makes no sense unless it was on like a unless you got them while you weren't connected to like PSN or something like that, and then it never connected. That's the only thing I could think of. Like. It does. Ah, Nino Cooney. Boom. That is exactly. That is exactly the one. Yes. Yes. I got to the last boss and I quit. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like, man, it looks like I'm gonna have to grind so much more just to beat this. I probably could just spend 5 more hours, but I was just done. I was cooked on that game by the time I got to it. But it's so good. Like that storyline is just like too much. If that doesn't get you, you're not human. That's how I see it. I've tried to get into two, but it just didn't have the same. I don't know. It didn't have the same hooks that the first one got into me. Yeah, that's got to be pretty much as crazy as doing the Final Fantasy X one too. Because I swear to God, you got to go in there and put a spear on every single blank spot on the spear grid and every one that has. So like everything that isn't like a power up or like a level up, you've got to make a level up and then fill it. So it was a nightmare. Yeah, I like the way they changed up the combat too. It seems like that's a lot more interesting. That it's all more action based than turn based. But I still like the first one better. I mean, I don't know if I was just younger then and it resonated more, but man, seeing the kid's mom die is just it's just gut wrenching. Yeah, I don't even remember how far I got. I think I got to the part where the kid gets like told that he's gonna be like the king or something. I'm pretty sure that's where I got. And then my PC died. I lost a hard drive, and that was a game that I played. And then the device I had it on, hard drive died, and I never had the will to go back down that road. Oh, you got two also? I didn't see that one. Oh yeah, leveling up the kingdom. I can only imagine. There's like a lot of automation and just kind of waiting around for things to happen with that. Damn, nice. Yeah, you're pretty much the king of platinums, man. I don't know anybody that's got that much. And you've not done anything like sharing your profile or anything. I know people that shared their profile, but I don't think that would be. How long did that take? How many hours? Does it give you like a tracking on that even? Yeah, right. I wouldn't think you would. Yeah, I think this will be my next one if I even decide to get back into it. I've been kind of going and driving myself crazy, chasing down certain ones. Like I have a Metal Gear Solid, I think Metal Gear Solid 3. I could probably just pick back up, and in 3 hours run through it and get everything I need. But I missed one of the stupid frogs right at the end there. I think it was the one on the motorcycle scene where you can't go backwards. It's kind of like a on rail shooter thing. And I missed one of the stupid frogs in the background. And so I'd have to go to play the whole game over again just to get that one stupid frog. I thought I had it, and that's how I passed it, is I thought that I had already gotten the thing, and I just assumed I got it because it doesn't actually tell you or give you a counter to let you know that, you didn't get it. I just saw it explode or whatever when I shot it, and so I just moved on. Yeah, that's the worst. It's almost like they do that just to pad out a game and make you have to play through it again because like, oh yeah, nobody's ever gonna get this on their first time through. They just use that as padding. You ever played any like the strategy Disgaea games? I don't know if I saw those on your trophy list or not. No, my doctor would probably not want me playing anything at this point, being that my blood pressure is not going down. I have 80% of my kidney function. If Monster Hunter and Elden Ring's gonna be what kills me, something had to do it. Yeah, the Disgaea games, man, those are like almost like a guilty pleasure because like the story's so stupid and just like childish, but at the same time, the strategy elements and everything of it are just like so deep and like everything that you'd ever want in like a JRPG. But it is a story is just ridiculous. Like you have to play it with the volume down because it'll just embarrass you to see or to have people seeing you read and listen to some of that dialogue. Oh, come on. Oh, there it is. Right. I hear that. Yeah, when I know a trophy list is doable, then I get fixated. Like Final Fantasy VIII, I knew I was going to get that if I just stuck with it because I knew that game inside and out. That's probably my favorite game of all time, if I had to say. I think I've beaten that no less than like 10 times. I actually hacked a PSP just so I could have that game at work. I hacked it so I could actually play like emulators and stuff. I'd sit at work all day, grind out that game. I don't know, there was just something about being able to walk around and just kind of like pick all the magic you wanted out of the earth and then build a character off of how you obtained that kind of magic and then apply it to your attributes. That sucked me right in. I don't know why so many people hate that. I also like how the Gunblade was kind of like Mario RPG, and you had to kind of time those trigger presses. Right. I can't blame you for that. Yeah, I just signed up for PSN. I got like the 1 month multiplayer only version just because I wanted to play with other people and get through this. Like you can play this single player, but having somebody that can jump in and play with you makes it so much better. Because the monsters scale, so it's not like you're gonna have somebody that's max level be able to jump in and make all the monsters kind of trivial or anything like that. So it's good that it scales up. But it's just more fun because you can actually plan tactics and have everybody do their role, like healer and whatnot. I should eat something. Yeah. I should have ate something before I came all the way out here. The Untitled Goose. Humanity. Man, humanity's like. I wanted to like that game, and then it was like Civilization Light, and now I'm kind of mad because that game was good. Humanity was good, but now Civilization was like, well, heck, if that game's good, we don't have to try nearly as hard. We could just do what they're doing. And so, yeah, Civilization 7, real major letdown. I've probably got more games in that, or more hours in that franchise than any other. There you go. And I should have ate, but then again, I wasn't planning on fighting. This guy came and wrecked my camp, and I gotta take him out. He's forcing me to cut his tongue off. Alright. This guy should go down pretty quick. Didn't you get Dave the Diver, the Platinum? Didn't you get that already? Right. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong game. I'm thinking of a different game then. You're definitely not a dog in here in the one I'm thinking. I'm thinking of man or humankind or something like that. That's what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of a different game. That's my bad. I haven't seen Humanity. What's the one with the cat? Stray? I want to look at that one. Oh, that's right. Phantom. Yeah, he said it took him like 16 hours. That's insane. Yeah, Stray. Isn't that on PSN too? Am I mistaken in that? Done. Right. That's what I should probably start doing is go after my closest one and just try and start knocking that out one way. Kingdom Hearts kind of ticked me off too because I beat it on Proud mode, which is the toughest difficulty, and that was supposed to unlock all the platinums below it once you beat it. And my game glitched out or something and didn't actually count that. So it looks like I'd have to either beat it on Proud mode again, which I'll never put myself through, or do them all one by one. So I'm probably giving up on that. Yeah, I saw that Spyro. That was awesome. That was one of the first ones I sat down and watched. Are yours? Ah, nice. There we go. I wasn't even going for that one. That was just gonna naturally happen. Right. I hear that. Yeah, there's people that play like four different games a day, and I'm thinking like, how in the hell do you keep anybody's attention long enough with that? Like it seems like you pretty much play through till you get pretty deep into a game. and either get that burnout and need to switch it up. But like some people are just like, oh, let's just play every emulated game that I have and see which one gets somebody to stick around. I mean, not a bad idea. I mean, that's pretty much how my channel has been. I started out, I posted like an N64 game, like in like 2012, and nobody watched it. And then I played I played Spider-Man 2, and the Venom scene that I did got like 54,000 views, and my channel just blew up. I had like 0 subscribers, and then that video just got like 54,000 views. And then I got stuck at like 300. Only do one when I alternate a bit. Yeah, right on. Well, plus, you're actually going to go through and get those platinums when you set your mind on it. Me, I set out like, oh, I'm going to go do this. And then the next game comes out, and I'm like, oh my God, I got to play Monster Hunter for 100 hours and not get the platinum trophy. Yeah, it's kind of hard to judge how much longer because I'm about 50%. I think it said 48%, but I got a lot of the grinding ones to do. Like forging all the weapons is a pain in the ass because you pretty much have to kill like 5 big monsters for each one of those weapons. And it's not like low level monsters either. What should I go after next? I think I got a mission that I should knock out. I think I've got one more side quest, and that'll be my 30th. Right, yeah, I mean, I get that totally. More about hanging out and meeting people than anything else. I've always been a damn loner. As you can see, you're my only friend on PSN. I literally don't know anybody in my like day-to-day life that even plays video games anymore. I'm 40 years old man. Everybody looks at me like, dude, give it up. But you can see it's obviously working for you because shoot, you always got people in there chatting on your streams. Tomb Raider 3. I've only played Tomb Raider 1, and I don't know how far I even got into that. I know I like you mean the modern day Tomb Raider? Those modern day Tomb Raiders, those are good. I wish Square wouldn't have given up on all the old ones. Okay. Okay. I didn't really like the controls. I'm not gonna lie. Like I got the controls like with Resident Evil, the like kind of like tank style controls, but they're just like jumping around and like side and back flips. It looks really cool, but I'm just terrible at that. Literally just awful. Anything where there's platforming required just never works out for me. Troublemakers. I know there was one. I can choose first time last year. Or a few regulars found me. Ah, right on. Yeah, that makes sense. Let them get the trilogy. Yeah, I'm thinking about maybe doing Jack 2. Maybe even Jack 2. I know that's not going to be that hard, being that I've already done Jack and Daxter. That's the one. Yeah, we'll use the lucky voucher. We'll prep. Yeah, I played it for like probably an hour, and then I was like, okay, I just got done with Jack 1. I need something different. I heard that it was more like GTA and you get in the cars and stuff like that, but I've never actually got that far into it to be able to confirm that it was any good or not. I'm kind of tired of the GTA formula too. Like everybody's pumped about GTA 6, and I'm just kind of like, yeah, I had my fill with GTA 5. What could they really do differently in GTA 6 that's going to change anything? Yeah, I know there was like a lot more guns. I think that was the thing I noticed the most is like Jack looked all edgy, and I think there was guns. I think I heard like guns and like a lot of like car racing or something. Nope, nope. Not gonna run off without eating this time. That was a mistake. Right. Right. I don't know. I just feel like personally I've seen everything there is to see in a GTA game. I know it's fun nonsense that I mean it's easy to just pick up and have fun. I don't know. I'm just sick of chasing the icons on a map and just trying to clear a checklist. I wish like the games like Elder Scrolls didn't try to become like more accessible to people because that nerdy kind of going into all the libraries and digging through the lore, that stuff's awesome. And they just seem like they dumb that all down with each time they make a new one. I think the streams that are interesting to watch with GTA are the crazy people that do like GTA Online and they do like live action role playing in there. So like a guy will seriously act like he's a cop within GTA Online, and these guys stream this stuff where like they pull over other guys in GTA and have like these conversations, and it's like, oh my god, is there going to be a shootout here, or is there not going to be? Is the guy gonna say, okay, officer, I'll pay my ticket? It's the most insane thing I've ever seen. You should look it up. GTA 5 LARPing. One guy, it is the one guy was a firefighter, and they would literally like have a Discord where somebody would start like a major fire or something. A bunch of cars would be on fire, and in the Discord, there'd be like a dispatcher telling the guy that was acting as one of the firefighters. They're like, hey, come here. There's a fire you need to respond to, and they would do that with the cops. It was crazy. I worked with the guy. I sat in a FedEx truck with him for probably 10 hours a day, and he told me, he's like, hey man, you gotta come check out my stream. Seen The Last of Us enough to be last, right? Yeah, that's another game that it started out good, but I'm like, yeah, I kind of need something that has some kind of a positive ending or something where I feel good about it at the end. Just nothing about The Last of Us feels good. I know that's the intention, but man, Should be able to cut some of these limbs off pretty easily. Come on, no. Get behind him. Damn it. Right? She'd be here over here. What is this, Skyrim? What if all she can really say is just multi-pass in real life? Like all of her lines have just been like overdubbed. And like if you walked up to her, all she would just say is multi-pass. Speaking of the Fifth Element though, with her in it, I mean, one of the most glaring faults in a movie of all time. If you watch right before she punches through the glass in the Fifth Element, you can see that like the glass is already broken and everything. That's one of the biggest flaws in the movie things around my group of people. Everybody always laughs at that one. Oh no, 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 no! What's he doing? No! Fuck. Why wouldn't it do it? I don't understand why it didn't do it. It's supposed to glow all red. Come on, another monster gets me out of nowhere. That was bullshit. Well, at least my little Ren was able to bring me back. Oh, I gotta sharpen my weapon. Shit, that's why I'm not doing nothing. I came in here with a dull weapon. What kind of co-op stuff? Oh, Mario Party, nice. I'd love to be able to get back to simpler times like that when everybody would want to come over and play Mario Party, honestly. Like I said, nowadays, if I say anything about, hey guys, let's play games, they're like, dude, get a life. Now he's running. I should see. Don't need to sharpen my weapon. Should probably eat a might seed. I will use demon powder. It's better. Armor seed. Yeah, I don't watch too much TV. I watch older stuff like Kitchen Nightmares that's just mindless and I can throw on in the background and laugh at. I do like sports. I watch a lot of hockey, UFC fights too. You're over in the UK, right? I shouldn't just assume that by an accent. Come on. Right on. Yeah. The the Gordon Ramsay Kitchen Nightmares were so much better in the UK version. You're lucky. You've probably never had to be stuck with the US versions as the only thing that's accessible to you if you're into that. Oh, 1:30 a.m. Right on. Shoot. Yeah, you're staying up late. Shoot. Well, I appreciate you being up late and checking me out, helping out the stream. Oh, yeah. Man, I thought he was going to get me there. Surprised I haven't cut off one tentacle yet. You know, looking and thinking about how similar this is to Elden Ring, my doctor would definitely not like it. No! It looks like that Starro, or I think that's his name. What is that? The starfish thing from the Suicide Squad movie? No, I didn't get nowhere in Bloodborne. I think I got to the first major boss that like transforms, and he whooped my butt. I think it's the same thing. Like my PlayStation 4 died, and there was another one that I didn't have the strength to pick back up ever again. But I love that game. Everything I did play with it was fun. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. There was the first, like I think you battle him in like a cemetery. I think I beat him, and then in the next area, I kind of got stuck for a little bit, and then the PlayStation 4 died. Come on. Nice. I wanted to do the Lego superhero one. Or the Marvel, I think, yeah, the Marvel superhero. Those Batman ones were fun too. My daughter would just sit and crack up at the Joker. She thought the Joker Batman, or the in the Batman was just freaking hilarious. She was right. It is freaking hilarious. But that's all you got to get all three movies then basically to platinum that. I'm assuming, or do they each have their own individual platinum? Yeah, my Palico is kicking ass now. Once I got him this new armor, it's been a boss. You can actually see him flying around in like a little airship. Airship. Oh, you got to do all nine movies? Oh my God! I thought it was just the. I guess that's right. Jeez, that's insane. But do they all have their own platinum, like each movie, or is it all just like one continuous game? There we go. That's gonna hurt. Okay, man, that's a lot of work for one. Nice feather in the cap, though. Ah, you know me, Malo Ren. Man, he listens. That was great. It depends. Ones that run like this, it can get up to like 15 minutes. But this will probably be like 12, I think. I don't know how, I don't know. This might be a higher level hunt. That also you have to take into account. Somewhere like this is the end game, but you might end up doing almost like repeat hunts just to finish up a quest. Like that's what this is, I think. This was a kind of a mid-level quest, so I think he should go down pretty easy. Like once tentacles start going down, he should be fairly straightforward. I think I mounted him too and stabbed him in the face, so that should have put a hurt on him. No, don't. Yeah, and that's the thing with this. You can't get locked into animations. I think that's what drives a lot of people crazy, is that if you get locked into an animation, like, you press one too many attacks, like you're done. Ooh, nice. So and it'll tell me how long it took me to take him down here. scrap of clothing earlier. What the heck is she talking about? There's a tentacle. Nice. Yep, just like I said, once a tentacle comes off, he's normally done. Oh, it didn't tell me how long it took. Maybe I gotta wait for her to finish her spiel. Yep, there it is. Monster Hunter Tri is literally the one that got me hooked. Like I played all the PSP ones, so that took me 13, almost 14 minutes. That's pretty bad with, well, I don't know, it's pretty good with talking and chatting at the same time. I'd probably cut off 2 to 3 minutes if I wasn't chatting. And if I would have eaten a meal before I left on the quest, that probably ate up about a minute. Now I can get my login bonus. Nice. Do you remember how far you got in Monster Hunter? Like, did you actually fight like a dragon or anything big? Because I know in that game they had you doing a whole lot. Like that game was kind of worse than this, just on the way the quests are kind of given to you at first. Because yeah, they have you hunting a lot of low level stuff to start out, and it's like super boring to just go out and kill 9 small monsters. But like normally once you get to like a big dragon or something like that, like one of the end alpha monsters at the end of an area, that's when you're pretty much like, okay, now I'm hooked. Because then you can start cutting off tails and then you start realizing that the craftable armor and weapon, it all reflects the monster that you're piecing it up off of. Like this monster that I slayed here to get this armor set. I mean, you can almost see like every piece of that monster that went in to creating the actual armor. So it's really cool how they do that. And then, yeah, the late game armor opens up a lot of cool stuff. There's the, I went around, right? I went around for the longest time thinking this low rank armor that I had right here. I was like, man, that's like it. I got the best armor in the game. And then I don't even know what happened. But I looked up at the top where it says low rank and high rank, and I was like, oh, R1. And I was like, shit. Look at all that high rank armor. I beat the game without even knowing that this high rank armor was up there. Oh, Monster Hunter Rise. I have that on the Switch, and this is going to sound like a broken record, but I never got to finish that because my Switch is dead. But I can literally prove that, hopefully, right here. That I'm not just bullshitting. That's all it does. Blue screen of death. My Switch will never do anything but that ever again. Yeah, see? All it does. So I'm waiting for the Switch 2 to finish Monster Hunter Rise. I want to get Xenoblade Chronicles X. That's kind of got me itching to spend a couple $100 on a Switch. Nice. Yeah, that was Millie. Isn't she a riot? Yeah, that's my mother-in-law's dog. That's the one where she's in the office, right? man, no. Shoot. I think, damn, they're gonna make me pay to change my appearance. I think they added that. Let's see, Palico. Oh no, you can't actually change. See, this is what's gonna get you hooked. You're gonna get in here and you're like, okay, let me design my kitty. It's a lot better than this when you're at the beginning. I think this is just kind of gonna let me do minor. But come on, tell me that's not a cute cat. Right? You ain't gonna gotta let that slide if you don't. The other one doesn't come on as much as him. I haven't seen the other one. What's the other one? Percy? Did I hear that right? I know I always see Biscuit Cat. Yeah, looks like all you can do. Oh, Percy, yeah, right on. I thought I heard that. Yeah, you can do a lot more customization on the cat, but I mean, they put so much effort into it. In the last one, and I think in Rise, the cats are like the chefs. So like you get your meal before you head out on every mission, and the cats literally do like a ratatouille scene where they make up all your meal. Freaking adorable. But yeah, I had to make my cat have the stoned, slanty eyes. That's keeping with the brand. And I wanted to make a goofiest looking dude I could. Because I mean, the world's full of action heroes that aren't ugly, right? What other armor do I have? Oh, this was the other armor. Probably my favorite armor right now. You made my Mass Effect character based on Biscuit Cat, so he's black with yellow eyes. Awesome. Yeah, my dog would never sit with me like that. He even knows when he's on camera. I swear to God, like he'll be sitting there acting goofy or posing, and as soon as you're like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna take a picture of Milo," he'll be like, "Okay," and he'll wait for you to pull your camera out, and then he'll move and go on and do something different. I swear to God, this is my favorite armor set that I got though. I think you can update it or upgrade it. That's what I probably should work on off stream, grinding this restaurant or the late game high level or whatever they call it. High rank. But yeah, this is the coolest armor in the game, I think. Let's see. Trophies. 20 more. But a lot of them are just quests with your cat. So I've got to do reach our level hunter of 100 hunter rank. I got to catch a bunch of fish. I got to complete one more side mission, I think. So let's see. Yeah, out of 30, got to complete a couple side missions. I got to catch a creature that has a wyvern coin. That should go pretty easy. The hunter rank is going to take freaking forever. Um, 5 different weapons, rarity of 7 or higher is going to take forever. Probably got to do 50 more quests with my Palico as my partner. What's this hidden one? Oh, I got to obtain a weapon of a rarity of 8. I don't even know how I'm going to do that. Haven't looked that one up. I need 1,000,000 zenny. I've got about 700,000, I think. That shouldn't be too much more. Hunt 50 tempered monsters. That'll take some time. Those are kind of like the stronger monsters, and they like to run. I don't know where I'm going to get miniature crowns from. Haven't looked that up yet, but I'm sure there's a guide that'll make that easy. Got to capture monsters. Oh, complete 100 quests via multiplayer. That's going to be a fun one. Being that I didn't start playing multiplayer until I was like 30 quests in. So that helped. View 30 different hunter profiles. That seems like just wasting time. Follow someone for the first time. I don't even know what that means. I followed a lot of people so far. See, that's what I don't like about this camera. If you move the wrong way, it like takes you off of it and you disappear into the background. It's freaking stupid. Yeah, I mean the good thing is you can shoot off an SOS flare, and I think that counts as you joining and completing an online mission. But yeah, when you're reliant on people just like joining your quest randomly to do 100 quests, that's gonna be a grind. But I think I've got about 25 of those, so at least I got a quarter of those taken care of. Oh yeah. Yep, let me go get it. Oh. Yeah, see, that's the problem with this stupid camera. But yeah, I'm gonna paint the mouth and the eyes white. Right? I gotta fill a whole trophy. Like our store competes in a March Madness basketball competition theme thing. So based on our goal for profit, we have like almost like a tournament. So every week of this month, whoever's leading with profit, wins their bracket or whatever. And so we won last year, but this year we got our butt kicked because our GM quit on us, and we've got somebody that is just trying to learn the business. So, make a long story short, we won the trophy and they sent it to us last year with a bunch of like rubber cockroaches and bugs in it. So we're going to send it to this year's winner with a bunch of poop emojis in it and kind of keep the joke going. Kind of just a fun little thing to do to the other store, being that they're going to win. Right? Like a bunch of cakes on a freaking rack. That's a good idea. Let's make poop emoji cakes. I don't think anybody's patented that yet. That'd probably sell too. That's a good idea. I probably had like 5 great $1 million ideas, but just no way to implement them. Kind of like that firehouse simulation game. Come on now, tell me that wouldn't be an awesome game. You could literally have it like maybe even like an XCOM game where you're moving guys around turn based. You get that whole like GTA kind of vibe where you drive to the location. You know, and you can have your days off too. You know, you don't have to go in and work every day. So you could have days off to go do other things around the city. Like that sounds so much better than like rehashing like Assassin's Creed with a Star Wars aesthetic. Like I'm sure that game is really fun, but I mean at the end of the day, if it's really just Assassin's Creed with Star Wars character, right, right, right. You got because you got to live in the firehouse, you know, and you could even have multiplayer. I mean, oh my God, it could be so good. You know, you could unlock like a Ghostbusters themed firehouse or something like that. Do all kinds of cool little Easter eggs like that. Problem is, games aren't fun. Like, fun isn't the most important thing in a game anymore. It's how much can a developer actually like wring out of you money wise with microtransactions. Like this game, like the reason I finished the story like I did is because it's not a finished story. Like when the DLC comes out, it's gonna finish the story, and I just hate that kind of shit. Like I remember in like Final Fantasy VIII, you know, all the secret stuff was something that you had to put time into and go complete the side quest and do all this, and then you got a cool reward for doing that. Now it's literally just like, hey, you don't want to do the side quest? Give me $5, and you could skip right past all that shit. Like that's just gotten disgusting. And then you, at least loot boxes have gone away. We've won there. When's the last time anybody brought up loot boxes? Aren't they illegal over there in the UK? Like specifically, isn't that a thing? Or was that Australia? I can't remember which one. I know it's a thing. Gosh, yeah, I should be able to do that one quick. Right. That's exactly what it is. I mean, even to an extent, those hockey or Madden or FIFA Ultimate Team packs of cards. I mean, that's gambling too. That is literally give us some money and let's see what you might get. I mean, I love collecting cards and stuff like that. But yeah, getting kids into that, because that is like straight up addiction too. I can say for sure that if you're not careful, like if you start pulling good cards and you get lucky, it's addicting. Because last year I got into hockey cards just by watching YouTubers open hockey cards online. And I thought, man, this is so cool. So I started buying them. I bought 2 boxes and I got like some of the rarest cards. And then I was $2,000 into it. Like, oh my God, what do I do with all these cards? But it is straight up gambling. Because I mean, you theoretically can come away with nothing. You know, if there's a chance where you can give money and come away with nothing, I mean that is absolutely gambling. Yeah, see that scene right there where I just cooked? Normally there'd be a bunch of cats dancing around cooking it for me, and it would have been this great cutscene. And they don't do that no more. I miss that so much. That is probably a lot. Yeah, Dragon's Crown's sick. I love that. Yeah, you got the platinum for that, you maniac. Absolute maniac. You've got to do every class in that, don't you, to do that? You got to play through it like as everybody, basically. And that is not an easy game either. But that's another one where it's just like, let's grind, let's go. All right, where's my map? I need to go to the forest. I need to catch Dashagama. Why not? I just replenished my lucky voucher. I'll do it again. Why not? I wish they made this capturing a little bit more straightforward. You'll see here, like, you got to hit them with, like, this trank bomb. And there's not really any tell on when it's going to work. You just got to sit there and throw it at them and guess till it works. I don't know if it's like RNG or what, but it's probably the most annoying thing about this. Oh, yeah, you do have to beat it with every. Oh. I mean, it's not the longest game in the world, and it's definitely fun. That's what it's got going. Oh, there's Revenge one, too. That's another one that I was like, oh, man, Maniac. I know it's not crazy, but you gotta put some time in for that one. Tedious. That was so much of my childhood. Those like uh, Ninja Turtles, X-Men, and The Simpsons arcade games. Oh, Shredder's Revenge, the Ninja Turtles. I'm pretty sure I saw you had that platinum. Yep. Yeah, like Turtles in Time. Man, that was the coolest thing in the world when you learned that you could throw those foot soldiers towards the screen. I remember seeing some kid do that at like we had it's called Chuck E. Cheese, and it's basically like eat pizza, arcade, all kinds of shit. Well, man, they had Turtles in Time. The first time I saw that, I was blown away when kids were throwing foot soldiers towards the screen. And then there was that boss where you had to actually fight Shredder and throw him toward. I think Ninja Turtles was probably my very first franchise obsession that I've ever had. Anything other than like Star Wars you've ever been like super obsessed with, Ben? Oh shit. Why isn't he healing? Heal me. Oh man. He's gonna shake me off. Nope. Got him. I think like Ninja Turtles, Transformers were probably like the two things that like as a kid I was freaking obsessed with. Also used to like professional wrestling. It was something like Hulk Hogan and all that stuff. Family's completely obsessed with back in those days. I remember going over to my grandma and grandpa's and they're just being like WCW. My grandpa wanting to bet me which guy was going to win. Oh man, I need to. There we go. Need a might see. Yeah, wait till you see the dragon. The dragons are even cooler. But this one's bad. And then there's a variation of this where he's all got like blue energy coming out of him and stuff. He's really cool too. Oh my god. He hit hard that time. Why am I? Oh, I got. Oh, shoot. Oops. I got low level armor on right now. That's why. I'm thinking to myself, why am I taking so much damage? Oops. Alright, this one's gonna run, of course. Come on. Where's my chocobo? There he is. They had to have seen Final Fantasy and said, yep, we gotta add chocobos to this game. Because, man, if that ain't a chocobo. Oh, man, you know I'll be watching. I'm rooting for you to get that platinum, for sure. Didn't I see that you almost caught like all the fish? Am I hearing misremembering that, or was that might have been the other gold net? Oh yeah, fair enough. You even get those dragons. I think there was even dragons you could ride in Golden Axe. Oh, fair enough. Well, I'll be watching. I'll at least stop by when I can. That's like the best thing they would do on lunch. You got the chill voice, man. That way, I'm sitting there eating that lunch. My blood pressure is not rising from watching true crime nonsense on my phone instead. And then the kitties, they always help bring it down too. Well, I think like you say though, I mean, being able to just sit and chit chat with people, I mean, that's better than playing a game most of the time for me. Always been pretty much a loner. Sat around playing video games, and now 40 years old, still sitting around playing video games. Man, he is kicking my ass. I gotta remember that I'm not wearing my good armor. The kitties, hell yeah. They're calming. Just to see a chill cat like that at lunch when I'm fighting. Did you see the video I posted actually? The short of what I do at work? How about that? That's a good question. I posted yesterday what I do at work. It was a short. Give you a pretty good idea of what I do in my shop. His head's like a stress ball. So is Milo's, and I wish he would let me treat it like that, but he's like, no, dude, if you ain't got food, I don't want to be your friend. Like he's a sexist dog. I'll put it to you that way. Like he hates guys. My wife and my daughter, he'll love all over them and want to hang out with them. But if I'm like, hey Milo, come on, I gotta force him with treats to come anywhere near me. Oh, I gotta sharpen my blade. That's another thing that can make the battles prolonged if you're not paying attention to your sharpness. Because there's not really too many tells. Like the damage doesn't really scale down as much. Normally, when I'd play like the older games, you'd notice the damage would start going down when your weapon became less efficient. But this one doesn't seem to really give you those same um, damage degradation with the sharpness. Come on, I haven't targeted him with any. No, that was actually making it accessible for a wheelchair occupant to drive that, is what that actually is. Like, so that whole side of that vehicle comes off of the, like that whole side is all like one piece that comes out and then it drops to the floor so that somebody in a wheelchair can drive up on that kind of like ramp and then lock into a tie down on there and actually drive that truck. So we do a lot of stuff like that. We put like hand controls, basically like next to your steering wheel that make it to where you can use the gas and the brake pedal if you're paralyzed. So yeah, I mean we have a lot of older people, but we also have a lot of clients where like they've had kids that were born, like cerebral palsy and things where, they're never going to be able to not be in a wheelchair. So like those are the things that, man, that it's tough. Tough to see kids that were never given a chance at just kind of like a normal life like you and I got. That always helps put a perspective on how lucky I am with, my kid and myself, honestly. Even with all my health issues, I don't have nearly as much to complain about as some of our customers. And that's kind of another hard part about our job is like our customers don't want anything to do with like the products. They're kind of forced to come to us and get what we sell them. That's something that we kind of always have to be kind of on our toes about. You can't talk to people, like you're patronizing them, treating them like a child, like, oh, poor you. But like at the same time, you can't ignore that kind of stuff either. Why is he not dead yet? This is not a high level monster. How am I locked? Oh, I did not see that coming. Those freaking thorns suck. They put you to sleep if you get hit by too many of them. Come on. He's got to be going down. Yep. Can't remember the last time that blood pressure. Julie right. I'll tell you what I know. Kingdom Hearts on proud mode. That might have made me go into like a mini stroke. I don't know if you've played that, but there's like this giant boss at the very end of the game, and it's basically like the whole level is this boss, and you're flying around in space. It's crazy, but like I kept dying at like stage 3 of this 5-stage boss, and yeah, I'm pretty sure I started seeing spots because I was having a small stroke from getting pissed off. I beat it though, and that was on the highest difficulty. It pissed me off because it was supposed to unlock all the trophies for like easy and normal and everything else after you beat it on proud mode. But it just never happened. I don't know why. And I don't think I have it in me to go beat that 3 more times on the easiest difficulty. Like that, the beginning story of that game is just, man, that would be almost like 40 hours of going through the beginning of Kingdom Hearts just to get, the possibility of the platinum. I'm like, nope, no thanks. That game is so slow at the beginning. I can't believe this thing isn't dead yet. What am I doing here? I'm embarrassing myself. Oh, I don't need to kill it. Shit. Oops. What am I doing? Oh, man. Glitches. Talk about glitched out trophies. Dude. My God. Jedi Survivor. You could show me nuts the other day. 3 different bugs back to what? 3 different trophies were bugged out. The amount of collectibles in that game is crazy. I almost can't believe you went through all that. Well, you didn't have to get everything you said, right? Almost like 90% of those, I think you said. Yeah, I still think that Metal Gear Solid 3 trophy bugged out on me. Because I swear to God, I shot that freaking frog. So let's see if the bomb works this time. I've got him pretty beat down. See that? Didn't work. Ah, there it went. Okay. Nice. So that should be a trophy. Just the game bug, one being dropped to 10 frames per second or something. No crap. I saw that. Okay. That's insane. And then they put a trophy around a bugged out part that they tested, right? Finally. 16 minutes. That was embarrassing because that was a low level monster. I think my problem with that was I switched my gear and my gear bonus wasn't as good. I think I do like way better criticals with that other armor I had. And so when I'm doing the swinging around combo, normally I'm getting like 3 times the damage on every one of those hits just because of the armor I had. All right, I think it just got up. It's like, yeah, you captured it. It's going home to base. I ain't never seen one just get up and walk away like that though. All right. Where do I turn that in at? Just available. Ready to report right there. Ruins of Liberia. Yeah, the thing about this also, I should have probably done a little bit more research to see. And I probably could have even caught him sooner if I would have tried to lay down the trap first. But I should have looked at what his weaknesses was and changed my weapon so that at least my weapon was dealing his weakness. But man, we got him. I don't know why I went in here. Oh shoot, where's this guy at? Thought he was at the base camp. He's over here. I think I'm gonna need to get a new PS5 controller too. You ever had drift on any of your controllers? I've got 2 controllers that pretty much within the same week started drifting, where like you're not holding nothing and it just moves. But it's each one is having the problem with the opposite stick. So this one's having problems with the left stick, and my other controllers having problems with the right stick. The Xbox One. Yeah. My Xbox One I use on the PC. I spilled Coke on it, and it's pretty much unusable now. My Series X has been sitting here unused. I don't think I've turned it on in 6 months. Like, what's Xbox do? It's almost like the Switch, where it's like a bunch of old games. Like, sure, we'll give you every old game you could ever imagine, and you don't need anything new on that brand new console of yours. Although the Fable game, I'm hearing people getting more and more excited about. You ever play Fable or any of the Peter Molyneux games? Like Black and White. I remember getting that on PC and just losing my mind at how cool it was. To just like pick up little dudes and throw 'em. You're just like the hand of God, and you pick somebody up. Like the things they would say. Like sometimes you'd pick up like a little like villager or whatever. He'd be like, "Help! I'm having a panic attack." It's freaking hilarious. I always like that when I'm playing something like World of Warcraft, and they have little like almost Easter egg type stuff like that. Like you could like click on the little orc. You're like, "What do you want? Why are you touching me?" It's like there's something to collect there. Man, I thought I had. I must have one more side quest to do, unless I got the trophy and missed it. Oh yeah, this one they definitely up the monsters. Shoot, just the amount of. Well, there's also a ton of variations too. Like this is just the life, like the endemic life, so insects and like lizards and stuff. Uh, where's that monster field guy? But yeah, there's like a bunch of different variations of all of these monsters too. I wish they gave you a better look. Like actually showed you the 3D model of them. Oh, I'm almost to a million. I got 853,000. I'm almost there. That one won't take me too much longer. I could probably sell a bunch of stuff and get that right now. Uh, how many missions? Side quests completed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 29. Yep, I need one more to get that trophy. I think all my missions that I have left are like, oh no, once I report this one in. I thought that was it. Ah. No, I'm gonna get that now. That wasn't Eric that I talked to. And who did I? What? What is going on here? Where is Eric? They definitely could use better maps in this game. I will say that. Like the way it's all layered, it is almost impossible to tell. Hmm. Maybe he's in the forest. Maybe that would make sense. Ready to report. Yeah, I'm an idiot. All right. Well, at least I'll get that trophy. Yeah, I like that you can. I think the one thing that is different from Try that you've played is that you can actually like jump on the back of the monsters. You probably saw that earlier, but that's probably like the coolest thing that's going to be like different from Try. Because I mean, fundamentally, these games are all the same, kind of with the structure and the way the weapons all perform. Nice. Well, this will be, I think, 50% officially with my trophies. Yeah. Counting my 3D printing stream, I think I've been streaming for like 6 hours today. Right on, Ben. Thanks for hanging out, man. You're freaking awesome. You know I'm gonna check your stream out again, brother. Thanks for stopping in, man. I appreciate you. And everybody else that stopped in, man. You're all awesome. Thank you. All right, y'all. I think that's it. I think that's gonna be a trophy. Should pop after this. Boom, Hunter rank 52. There it is. Trophy. 30 side missions. Awesome. Well, I think that's a great place to stop. Thanks for checking out the stream. Probably be back on tomorrow, do something. Grind out some more. Thanks a lot.